The Samsung Galaxy A71, let's open the box and see what's inside. Dave Taylor here, and I got another phone from AT&T today. This is the Samsung Galaxy A71 5G ready Android smartphone. So let's not talk about it, let's open the box. First off, we need what everyone needs for an unboxing, a knife. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the plastic on both sides. And it's a really sharp knife. I have to be careful with this one. And we're going to see what's inside. Now, I will tell you as I open the box that the A71 features a 6.7-inch infinity display that's at fairly low resolution of 2400 by 1080. But the screen itself is one of those infinity edge to edge. This is powered by, let's see, power it up. I always hope that it's going to actually have a charge, and it does. So this is powered by the Snapdragon 765 2.4 gigahertz octa-core, 128 gigabyte of RAM. It supports micro SD or TF cards up to 1 terabyte of additional storage. Why you need 1 terabyte of storage on your phone is a little beyond me, but if you do, this can handle it. On the back, it has a quad camera. You can see in the close-up, it's kind of an interesting layout, but the quad camera gives you 64 megapixel and 12 megapixel and 5 megapixel and another 5 megapixel. Actually, when I review this, I will actually go out and get some photos and some video, but the video, by the way, 4K UHD at 30 frames per second. Nothing to cough about, right? And then the forward-facing camera, which is going to be the one that you'd use for selfies, I know how important those are, that's a 32 megapixel camera. It's also really nice. Now, battery is really worth noting on this one too. 4,500 milliamp hour battery, which gives you 36 hours of talk time. I am thinking this is a charge every 2 or 3 days sort of phone, so that's really nice. But meanwhile, as it says, let's go. So I'm going to go ahead and just see if I can at least, we'll just agree to everything because, hey, isn't this how you process your stuff too, right? I have to hook myself up to one of my Wi-Fi networks. While I'm doing that, well, actually, I can't type and talk at the same time, but that should be the correct password. Then inevitably, the first thing it's going to do is want to do updates, but it is running Android 10, and it is, as I said, 5G compatible. There we go, it's connected. And those work on bands N2, N5, and N66. Hopefully, we will not need to worry about which specific 5G bands are available. And I will say, yep, checking for updates. I will say that AT&T is a little fast and loose where they'll tell you that you're like 5G compatible or 5G, what's the word they use? Like adoption or early test or something like that. And what it means is that you are compatible, but you're not actually on a 5G network. But really, for full proper 5G, you're going to need a new phone because there are very few phones in the wild right now that actually have that circuitry. This one does. Now, this is positioned as a more low-cost phone, so this is not up there as a $1 million phone. Mine comes with a SIM card, thank you AT&T, but let's see what else is in the box. So one of the things I'm always curious about is whether they include any sort of audio, right? Because it used to be you'd get earbuds or something. I don't think these do. Comes with a Let's Get Started guide, comes with terms and conditions, and this is a pretty bare bones box. So it has a wall charger, it's USB-C, so props to them for that, which means presumably that on the end of this, yes, it's a USB-C charging, and then this is a USB-C to USB-C cable, and then the only other thing in the box is this SIM removal tool, which looks exactly like what you'd use to thread a needle if you were going to do some sewing. Probably not a lot of you do a lot of sewing with a hand needle, but be that as it may, if you did, you'd know what I was talking about. So that's it in the box. It's really actually pretty austere, but it's enough because you do get this beautiful phone, and it has a lot more stuff it wants me to sign in with. I'm just going to skip everything, and hopefully that will not be a disaster. I'll accept everything. Oh my gosh, I'll skip this. I'll skip this. I don't want to review additional apps. Adding finishing touches. So accept, checking connection, skip, skip, exit, okay, accept. Wow, there's a lot of steps here, and I've deliberately skipped past all of them, and now I'm supposed to sign into my Samsung account. Skip, skip. We just need to Maloo as part of this. Okay, finish, wait. I have a fully functional Android 10 phone from Samsung, and now you can see the screen size, and it's a very nice, bright, vivid screen. As I said, it's not super high resolution compared to the top end of the Samsung line, but this is not intended to be that. So let's talk about the price. But before we get to the price, let me just ask if you can subscribe to my channel. I get access to a ton of gear, so really appreciate when you subscribe, because then you can see what I have to see and hear what I'm talking about and find out I'm super candid and honest and straightforward, and I'll tell you the truth, if it's good, if it's not good. So click that subscribe button. Thank you. Now, finally, this is the Samsung Galaxy A71 from AT&T, and if you buy it through AT&T on their 30-month payment plan, it is an extremely modest $10 a month. That's a pretty good deal. Or if you have the money, I guess I should keep the screen on. If you have the money, you can buy it flat out as a single one-time purchase of $599. And that is actually a pretty good price. This is a nice phone. It's certainly very fast right now with the animation I'm looking at. It suggests there's some decent processor power here. A very nice screen, very capable cameras. I will do a full review, so do come back so you can check out examples of the video and photos and all of that sort of stuff. But as far as the unboxing goes, this is really the modern generation of smartphones. You buy it, and it's a relatively big box with relatively little in it. And it's not going to be long before you don't get any charging devices at all, and you will literally get the phone and a bunch of paperwork that tells you why everything you do is not their responsibility. So it's going to end up where these boxes are going to probably end up being like this thick. And that'll be okay, because honestly, the more they split things up, the better it is for those of us that already have lots of cables and chargers and devices. So with that, the Samsung A71 and I say, catch you in the next video.